Hello, hello. It is the second Monday of the week, but welcome in. Hopefully, you can always go back and watch Studio 10 if you need that Monday motivation that Claudia was talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
We might need some of that today.
I think we need a little Tuesday motivation. But
Yes.
But oh my gosh, today is going to be such a great day on Studio 10. We're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody here is excited because you know what that means when it's Tuesdays.
Take Me Home Tuesday.
That's right. So we still don't know, is it a puppy, is it a kitty? But we have that coming up today.
Excited.
Plus, Thanksgiving, you know me, I like to rush through the holidays. I'm
yes.
sorry.
You're ready for Christmas already.
I've been ready for Christmas.
You've been ready.
But for my Thanksgiving lovers, you'll love this and I love this too. So I feel like for me, when it comes to Thanksgiving, I love cooking. I like to make mac and cheese. I like to make...
You make great chili. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Don't say I said it. You heard Taylor, okay? Don't say it was me. It was her.
It was yummy. It was good. It was very good.
You know what else makes really great food? Baking cakes.
Oh, yes.
They are giving us so many great sweets and treats. And I have to say, I'm not necessarily the baker. I'm a cooker. But what's really great is that they're giving us a lot of different options that we can have to decorate around our table.
Ooh.
So that's going to be awesome. Also today, Celebration Cinema, right next door, is celebrating 25 years.
That's awesome.
So we have a great story to talk about, the evolution of the movie theater and how it's changed over time.
Yeah.
Plus, we've got a giveaway for some of you all at home as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's a little later in the show. Make sure you stick out for that. We're doing a car wash convo.
Wait, I like this.
You know
okay,
how
what?
we do like car wash karaoke?
Yeah.
We do car wash. It's better, in my opinion.
I'm ready for
car
this.
wash convos.
Okay.
So, Mike Karama from Tommy's Car Wash is supporting Boots in the Playground, are making an impact this year. And so I said, Tommy, last time we did a car wash convo, he told us he had 6 kids. I had no idea. So I said, that's a lot of boots you put on these playgrounds then.
Yeah.
With all of your kids. So he's telling us a little bit, of course, why this is
6
so
kids.
meaningful for him to support this, but also, talking a little bit about his kids and his journey and how he had to get them all up for school in the morning. I said, who is the hardest, who is the easiest to get up out of bed? So we've got a lot in store today.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to it. You're busy bee. Until then, thank you, Rochelle.
Thank you.
Studio 10, of course, comes up at 3 o'clock today. It is, that's about just under 55 minutes away. So, of course, you can always stay tuned with them Mondays through Fridays, starting at 3 o'clock. But, of course, if you want to go back and watch something, Rochelle and I were saying it's the second Monday of the week, Tuesday, of course. So if you need that Monday motivation, keep it going throughout the week. You can go back to their YouTube page at WILX Studio 10. They talked about some Monday motivation, Monday wellness. So if you need that a little bit more today on this Tuesday, feel free to go back and look at that. Or if you want to check out anything else, like getting ready for the holidays or anything fun happening in the area, it's definitely a great week to go outside and enjoy what the Mid-Michigan area has to offer. And Justin, you're about to share how great these temperatures are.
Yeah, I mean, really, normally this time of year we're mid to upper 40s, and so anytime we get to 50, like we've been talking about this week, it's good. And we're talking tomorrow and then definitely Thursday, but maybe tomorrow getting to near 60 degrees. That'd be pretty good for the time of year.
I know, 60 degrees, okay? That's going to feel much warmer than yesterday and even today, but these past, yesterday and today, not bad at all either. The sun's shining. I even heard people coming back in going, it's way too bright outside, and we'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah, we will, absolutely. We know that this is about the time of year we start to see it get cloudy almost every day, and so anytime we can soak in the sunshine, bask in it like we have the past few days and will the next few is really nice to have. We are going to see a few changes coming towards the week of Thanksgiving, but hey, you know what? Even holding on to 40s then is better than the colder air we know we could see. And like I said, 2 more chances maybe this week to get to 60 before the week starts.
All right, well, let's take a look outside. We won't keep it on us for too long. Beautiful.
Yeah, really nice skies out there. We've got a few very high, thin clouds drifting overhead, but otherwise you've got lots of blue in the sky. Certainly several of our sky cams looking very nice out there this afternoon. The temperatures continue to climb. South-southwest wind, even as light as it is, will help you do that. We're at 54. The dew point's in the 30s, which once again just means that we've got very dry air out there. And we'll notice that the observed lows this morning, well, those were on the cool side. Lansing got down to 26 degrees, Jackson 24. We started at just 23 today in Charlotte. So this is one of the coldest mornings we've had in a while, even with some of the recent ones that we have had to deal with. And so we had some widespread frost early this morning, and that was probably the only time we'll have to deal with it on mornings this week, which is good. The weekend spells a different story, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. And you know what? This time of year, low sun angle in November and starting in the 20s, you usually don't expect to get into the mid-40s on those days, even if it's sunny, but we've gotten all the way to the mid-50s. Marshall at 58 has done incredibly well after starting in the 20s, especially once again in November. The sun angle is so much lower in the sky than it is in the summertime, and so it's really, really challenging. This is one of those low months, November, December, January, where the sun angle is around the lowest that it gets during the year. Of course, the winter solstice is when it is the lowest, but even now in mid-November, you don't have much direct sunlight coming straight down at us because the sun, you notice during the day, is lower in the sky, whereas in the summer, it's almost right overhead, or it seems that way.
It's beaming down on you.
This time of year, it's much lower in the sky on the horizon if you're looking south. And so to get us back into the 50s is very impressive since we started about 30 degrees cooler than this in spots this morning. Once again, that's because we're right on the edge of the bubble of warmth. It's gotten places like Indy and Chicago up into the 60s today. And that'll be us tomorrow, like Chicago and Indy flirting with 60, and we'll be closer to Minneapolis, I think, on Thursday, getting into those lower, maybe even a few mid-60s. Really good-looking forecast here as we go throughout the next few days. It's all because we've got the dry air. Hour-by-hour temperature is going to keep us, again, those mid-50s. And when we go overnight tonight, we'll stop in the upper 30s, maybe mid-30s in the cooler spots, but that's better than the 20s we started with today. And you know, you can't really find any precipitation anywhere around the Great Lakes because it's just not there. We've got some high cloudiness drifting to the north, and that's some of the south edge of that you could see sneaking down across the lake towards us. Those are some of the high wispy clouds you're seeing drift through today. But aside from that, these clouds skate through tonight. We're back to the sunshine tomorrow afternoon. That little air mass is off near Bismarck and parts of the Dakotas you see on the far left of the screen. So we'll be back into sunshine tomorrow late in the day. Hour-by-hour forecast is going to show that. Again, tonight we'll end up creeping down through those 40s and into the 30s by tomorrow morning, but it's mid to upper 30s to start. We do a couple of clouds early tomorrow, opening day, firearm season taking place, and again, you'll have to contend with those 30s temps early for the folks who are out there, but you're going to have sunshine beaming through those clouds, and by the afternoon we get numbers up here. Model's really trying to take it to 60 tomorrow. Well, sure, there'd be no complaints over here, but I think most folks probably spend most of the afternoon upper 50s. If we do get into the 60s, it's brief. We'll go back down overnight into the 30s again. We'll lose the numbers off of the model here because it gets just a little too far out, I think, but you see there that brief blip, we get into the low 60s, and so that's, again, very good news for us to have that, and I expect it'll be a really nice Thursday before the next chance for rain works in on Friday, but even that is going to come before we get to the afternoon and evening. So Silver Bells in the city, Jackson Christmas Parade, those events going on to kind of get us into the holiday spirit and kick that off Friday evening. Numbers will be a little cool. I think Friday we'll start to see the temperatures fall a bit. So 51's the high. By the time we get to 6, 7, 8 o'clock for those events, we're probably looking at numbers in the low 40s at best, maybe some upper 30s. And so it'll be a little cooler, but it should be dry. The rain will be long gone, and then overnight eventually we cool off. So the weekend and early next week, you see these lows are in the 20s like they were this morning, and the highs are only, instead of being in the mid-50s like we were lucky enough to have today, we don't have that southwest flow early next week, and that's why we'll only get to the mid-40s instead of the mid-50s. But, you know, that's a lot more common this time of year. When you have the low sun
Still not
angle,
terrible.
No, and it's not bad. I mean, for the time of year by this weekend, average highs are roughly in the mid-40s, and so that's about normal. Saturday, Sunday, 46, 44, that's what we expect to see here in mid-November. And you know what? Even headed out into Turkey Day, which is at the very end of the 10-day forecast. Thanksgiving's got 43.
That's a cute little turkey.
Yeah, 43, partly cloudy, not too bad. I'd like to use that one instead of the other one, which I might throw up here one of these days before we get to the holiday. But we've got kind of a more, that's like our 2D model right there. We call it, that's just like the regular little happy turkey.
Look at him flapping his little wings. Yeah, shaking his little tail.
The one that Chief Meteorologist Darren Rockcole really dislikes is what we have dubbed the twerking turkey. And that is the one that is just kind of shaking its tail feathers at you in the little 3D graphic instead of the two-dimensional one you see there. We always like to bust that one out at least once or twice, so you watch our newscasts over the next few days, maybe you see it here or there.
The very rare occasion.
Yeah, and you get to have a little bit of fun with that, but that's, you know, that's what we like to call that one. You only see it pop up every once in a while. We got a couple different turkey graphics we like to shuffle through. It's just, when you see it, you'll know. Maybe I'll put it, if I'm on the show tomorrow, I don't know if it's going to be me or Colton, but whichever one of us is on tomorrow, we'll try to see if we can get that shown at some point, and we'll let you decide what you think he's kind of up to there.
Well, I want to go back to this cute little turkey for a second.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, that guy's nice.
He's fun.
No complaints there. He's having a good time. He's ready to hang out with some friends and family, enjoy the holiday. And, you know, if the forecast looks like that, where we've got at least numbers getting into the 40s and dry, you can't complain much.
No.
I'll be waving my arms, too, and enjoying it myself. So
Yeah, you can do it's like the chicken dance, but now you can do the turkey dance.
right.
Flap your wings, shake your little tail. There you go.
Yeah, and it's
All
not
right.
and it's not 60s, but, you know, if we're dry, that's all we care about. Avoid the bad travel weather. As long as we don't have rain or, dare I say, snow to deal with, we're going to be okay.
Well, I know. So yesterday we brought on Mindy Bilodeau, who's helping to put together the Silver Bells in the City happening this Friday. So she actually looks at Justin. She's like, "Where is he? Is it going to be raining?
Yes,
Are we in the clear?"
Where's your meteorologist at? I was like,
Me?
oh boy. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it looks pretty good though. I think no issues for Silver Bells this Friday, and then even for Thanksgiving next week. Right now, travel forecast looks good. Of course, stay up to date with us because you know things can change pretty quickly here around mid-Michigan. And so a great tool to have is right there, the First Alert Weather app. And, you know, it's absolutely free once again. You get your daily video updates. You get real-time hour-by-hour forecasts, all sorts of current, future, past radar, traffic updates and notifications. Those are great, especially as you're headed towards the holidays, especially like Thanksgiving. You know there's going to be lots of folks coming in and out of town, whether you're sticking around here or traveling elsewhere. You might be on the move, or people you know might be. You should let them know. Download the First Alert Weather app. You can get those notifications, and it's all free. All you have to do is search WILX Weather in the Google Play and on the App Store, which, again, once again, they're updated with such frequency. The amount of time and effort and work we put into making this a good product that's user-friendly, that people enjoy, can't understate enough that we just really want to have a dedicated product that you can trust and rely on to help plan your day and events, whatever you have going on. And we're happy to help. First Alert Weather app will help you do that.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Yes, especially if you are going to Silver Bells in the City or the Jackson Parade that's happening this Friday night, or anything else, like Justin said, whether it's weather-related or traffic-related, you can get the best of both worlds right on the First Alert Weather app.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all the good news, the sunny skies and the warmer weather, there we go.
It's good to enjoy while it's here, right?
That's true.
For sure.
All right, well, here's what we have coming up today on Mid-Michigan Matters. One more time, I'll show the 10-day forecast because Justin has on there that tomorrow, Wednesday, November 15th, you see that little deer picture. That is because tomorrow is the start of the firearm deer hunting season. So coming up on Mid-Michigan Matters today on First at 4, we are bringing in an officer from the DNR to talk about CWD. Now, CWD is also known as chronic wasting disease, and chronic wasting disease has been known as the zombie deer disease. So we're going to talk about the symptoms to watch out for when it comes to deer and you're hunting out in the woods starting tomorrow for the firearm deer hunting season, the start of it. What to look out for when it comes to chronic wasting disease, and also what you need to know about firearm deer hunting season. So we'll get into all of that coming up during Mid-Michigan Matters today. And then coming up on News 10 at 5, we'll introduce you to the Jackson County Sheriff's newest canine officers and how the department was able to add them to the team. That's super cute. Coming up on News 10 at 5:30, News 10 Sports, Joey Ellis will join us live from Chicago, where MSU Spartans are set to face the Duke Blue Devils later today in the Champions Classic. Get ready for that intense matchup. Coming up tonight on News 10 at 6, we will share the latest on the boy who was hit by a car this morning as he was trying to catch a bus in Lansing. So make sure to tune in for that. One more thing that I do want to pull up right now is our Boots on the Playground. So this is an initiative that we're doing all week with Playmakers. And so we're partnering with Tommy's Express Car Wash, Big John Steak and Onion, and J&B Boots in support of Footprints of Michigan for their Boots on the Playground initiative. And so working together to make an impact by collecting new or gently used kids' boots or donations to purchase new boots for their Boots on the Playground initiative once again. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this, you can head to the hot button link on our website, WILX.com, for more information. We thank you for helping us make an impact. One more thing that I do want to note on here is that we will have a phone bank in our newscast this Thursday, so 2 days away. You can call, You can make monetary donations, or again, the locations where you can drop off new or gently used boots will be at Tommy's Express Car Wash on Saginaw Highway, Big John Steak and Onion restaurants in Lansing, and J&B Boots in Williamston. So again, this is helping Footprints of Michigan with their Boots on the Playground initiative. And this is our Make an Impact happening this month on News 10. So help us, help them. It's getting cold out. I'm sure you don't like when your feet are cold. And so think about all the children out there who, they're running out to play on the playground, or even just taking a walk or enjoying the snow when that happens to fall and accumulate on the ground later this month, or whenever the snow does make an appearance. Let's help them keep their feet warm this winter. So again, a phone bank is happening this Thursday on News 10 in our newscast, so make sure to look forward to that. Donations greatly accepted will help get those boots, or again, if you have your own boots, new or gently used, there are those locations that drop it off. So scan that QR code for more information, and once again, we thank you for helping us to make an impact here at News 10. Now, I do want to say we got a new thing happening behind me here. So we just previewed a little bit about what's coming up during First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news, but we have some more going on. So we're going to take a little step off my box. Hopefully you can still hear me. I look a little bit shorter because we are. We're going to pull it up to Justin to see what he has coming up today on News 10 at 5. Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin Kent, and coming up for you guys, I'm going to have a story about the upcoming meteor shower going on this weekend. Friday and Saturday is when it's supposed to peak, and then we're going to get another even more impressive meteor shower next month. I'll talk to an expert on what you can expect to see in the night sky. That'll be coming up for you guys in our 5 o'clock show.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Justin. Oh, and I just went a little too far back here. Let's see if I can do this. All right, there we go. Technology, this is fun.
Mars Anderson here outside of the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office, where the government agency has reinstated support services for victims of domestic violence following funding ending last year. I'll have more on what that entails in our 90 minutes of news.
All right, we're going to head over now to Erin Bowling.
I'm Erin Bowling, and today I'm in Lansing to talk about newly introduced bills in Michigan's legislature that would allow Michigan students at public schools to earn their hunting license in an elective class. I'll have this story on News 10 at 6.
All right, you just heard from Erin Bowling. We are going to toss it on over now to Deanna Giles.
Thanks, Taylor. It's estimated that 350,000 Americans die from sudden cardiac arrest every year. That's why the Michigan High School Athletics Association is encouraging more schools to become Michigan Heart Safe and says cardiac arrest can be avoided. I'm Deanna Giles, and I spoke with a father who lost his son because of it. I'll have that story on News 10 at 6.
All right, again.
Back to you, Taylor.
All right, thank you, Deanna. Again, coming up on News 10 at 6, Deanna will have more on My Heart Safe, the program, and what else you need to know about those high schoolers getting tested. All right, and I believe Aaron, or not Aaron.
Hey, Taylor,
Oh, there we go, Riley.
thank you. And the votes are still rolling in from UAW workers as they decide whether the proposed deal from General Motors is right for them. And meanwhile, we have Sean Fain, who's testifying before the Senate, talking about his goals to unionize non-union auto worker plants. Coming up on News 10 at 5 and News 10 at 6, I'll tell you a little bit more about both of these issues and where this vote might be heading. We'll take it back to you at the desk.
All right. Well, there you go. So we got a new little way to show how our reporters, or to have them say what they have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. Again, pretty cool that behind me you can see at the top on that red bar what time they're coming up so you don't get lost in that. But again, we have Justin, Mars, Aaron, Deanna, and Riley. They're all getting their stories ready today. So tune into the 90 minutes of news and you can learn a lot more of that. One more thing that I want to share before we get off here is our You're Not Alone mental health series. This is happening all year long here at News 10, and throughout the year, we're going to be airing different stories, whether it's a story or an interview, anything of the sort. Different formats we'll be bringing to you from community members on their own mental health journey. So whether, you feel like your emotional well-being is doing fine right now, or, maybe as you get into the winter months when there's less sunlight, you feel that seasonal affective disorder, also known as seasonal depression, that's taking a little toll on you. Know that you're not alone. There are resources out there in our community for you. So if you go ahead, scan that QR code. It'll pull up a list of resources out in our community in the mid-Michigan area. All different kinds of therapy or psychologists, behavioral, counseling, whatever you're looking for. Again, know that you're not alone. You can go right there and check it out. Until then, we hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Studio 10 is coming up in just under 40 minutes, followed by First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news. Grab those sunglasses and we'll see you later.